Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Paul, and in this video we're breaking down House of the Dragon. The Season 3 Episode 3 trailer is now out, and in this video we're going to be breaking it all down. In it I want to discuss what happens in the book, where things could lead to, and also do some theory times about what could be going down. As always, we are going to play the thing first though, and then get into the breakdown itself. Play the clip. Play the clip.
All eyes look to me now. I must justify my father's faith in me. Rule as he would have wished.
At any rate, we must begin.
There is none yet to control the...
In the matter of the bed chain.
Your resources are small and your hazards are many.
Daeron Targaryen. He's a claimant to the throne. You're going to have to kill him.
You may not rule and remain yourself. There is in you a door that must shut. You will do things that your heart would have recoiled from.
I dispute that I must become what I am not.
Time will tell.
Okay, so the trailer opens with Rhaenyra delivering a resolute but strange speech, which seems like it's in one of the bedrooms of the Red Keep. She says, "All eyes look to me now. Let's justify my father's faith in me. Rule as he would have wished." Now, because of this, I do even wonder if this is Viserys' bedroom and she's visiting the place they last properly spoke. We cut to her seemingly talking to Daemon in front of a bed, and it looks like the place the king passed away. For this, Rhaenyra appears to be in the throne room wearing his crown, with the small folk before her. Corlys is to the right, acting as the hand, and it looks a lot like the scene in Season 2, where the small folk asked Aegon for favours. We know that Corlys is the hand as well because of the shot at 20 seconds where we can see him wearing the pin. I didn't miss that one. We also see her gripping the chair almost anxiously. This actually makes it appear a lot like the pictures from the Game of Thrones history special features where she's seen holding it while blood drips from her hands. The throne cut her in the book, and this was said to show that she was completely unfit to rule. So, I do wonder if that scene's gonna happen here. Quick cuts then show her staff following her, saying loads of stuff, her hitting the thumbs up, the small council, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Rhaenyra has one hell of a job right now though, because she has to rule all while fighting the war. Plus, there's the rats. One runs by her and the keep is full of them because Aegon had all the rat catchers hanged after Blood and Cheese. Which she kind of, well, not her, Daemon caused it in the show, but in the book she caused it. Rats, of course, symbolically also hold lots of weight in the show. One appeared at the end of the episode when Rhaenyra got married, and there were also ones scurrying around Viserys as the rats started closing in. Symbolically, they also show that the throne is being picked at, and there's definitely a feeling of anxiety throughout. Mysaria is also on the small council as well, showing that she has indeed came out and joined her. We then cut to Aemond handing over what appears to be Daeron Targaryen. This is a scene that we saw in the leaks, and because of this, people assume that the Daeron in episode 1 wasn't actually Daeron. Now that takes us into theory time. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. Get theories, get theories. So, I actually think that the one in episode 1 is the real Daeron, and this one is a fake one. I feel like Aemond is handing over a child to broker peace while really having his own machinations. I think that Aemond will learn of Otto being killed and decide that he doesn't want to work with the Queen. Daeron has been his squire for years and years, so I don't think he's going to be like, alright, well, yeah, of course I'm going to hand him over. He's going to want to protect the lad. We have seen a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Knights and squires are like best mates. So yeah, I don't think he's going to do that. So instead, I think he'll hand over the fake Daeron to Rhaenyra, and then he and the real one will continue to fight the war. I even wonder if Rhaenyra will execute the kid like Daemon says, and then she'll realise she's killed another sunless, fruitless endeavour. The entire trailer seems to centre around the idea that Rhaenyra must change who she is in order to rule. She's trying to set out to be like her father, but obviously they're at war, and she needs to be ruthless. But that's in the theory time. Anyway. In general, Daeron, aka Aegon's younger brother, he's the rider of Targaryen and is positioned as being an active rival. To the throne, not to Aegon. But in the show's timeline, with Aegon II's status being uncertain to the royals and commoners, Daeron becomes a symbolic and literal claimant for Team Green, especially with the Hightower army led by Aemond Hightower. The blunt advice to assassinate him also underscores how the war has stripped away any true honour or family connection. You see, Daeron is also one of Viserys' kids as well, and I think he's half-brother to her, and nephew, brother-in-law to Daemon or some shit. No idea what that is. So one of those things. But in the book, he's portrayed as valiant and honourable due to winning at Honeywine. His fate isn't really a happy one, but he doesn't die the way the show seems to be setting up, which again makes me think it isn't him, and I won't do the theory time jingle again. Now in Fire and Blood, Daeron is never the primary rival while Aegon II lives, but he represents the surviving Green male line. Calling for his death reflects a Targaryen's descent into total ruthlessness and how bad things are getting amongst the households. We've had deaths and battles and such before, but never them just coldly executing each other. That all changed with Otto, and I think Rhae might get a taste for it. But Rhaenyra is going to have lots of conflict because of this. Alicent says she can't rule and remain herself, and that she'll have to do things she would have once recalled from, such as killing a kid, I imagine. We know that eventually Rhaenyra becomes Rhaenyra the Cruel, and that the common folk hate her. This was because the bank was robbed of its money by the Master of Coin, and so Rhaenyra has to put taxes up. If she starts killing kids as well, it's gonna look bad. But yeah, upon taking King's Landing, Rhaenyra was initially welcome, but the treasury issues, riots, and what happens with the dragon seeds fractured her support and ultimately left her at her lowest point. We then see her having a big banquet, which probably won't go down well with the common folk, and also snuggling up to her hubby/uncle at night. This is all going down while people are starving, and it makes her rule extremely unpopular. She moves through the kingdom, and we see the green banners being torn down. We also see the dragon seeds at one point as well. This is all likely building off the scene in the Weeks Ahead trailer where we saw them being knighted. There was also lots more stuff on the floor there as well, and Rhaenyra was getting all her new cloths. Now, if you want to look good in some brand new cloths too, then why not check out our merch store right below the video. There, we've just launched our brand new Sheep Stealer inspired shirts that your friends will be dying for. Hey. We also have our Caraxes inspired one as well, and lots of different tees inspired by the show. Plus, we've got big sales and discounts on as well, and the more you buy, the more money you save. Anyway, the lines throughout the trailer capture the core theme. The show is about the erosion of the Targaryens and the death of the dragons during the Civil War. Though the dragons aren't wiped out entirely, the species is sent to a place that they don't really recover from. Rhaenyra must also resist becoming a tyrant or monster, and unfortunately, the circumstances demand ruthlessness. It all builds to the burning of the green cloth, which is the last symbol of their hold in the kingdom. Alicent and Helaena are a prisoner at this point, as is Daeron, if that is really Daeron. Aemond is at Harrenhal as well, dying from a stab wound, and Aegon is badly burned and lost to the wind. But Rhaenyra is trying to put things back in order and expelling the greens from within. However, it will all come at a big cost, and if she has to kill a kid, then that's really going to sit with her. Think it's going to be even worse as well if it turns out this wasn't even Daeron and that he remains with Aemond and also has a dragon. In the end, Rhaenyra's arc here positions her not as a flawless hero, but as a ruler forced into doing bad to try and do good. This aligns with Martin's theme that power exacts a terrible price. Overall, this trailer captures the rough road ahead she has when it comes to ruling. It's exhausting, morally complex, and it all comes with a cost. The show has kind of shied away from Rhaenyra going into her full villain arc, but it does seem like that they're setting the stage here. So I think that will be what they kind of lay the groundwork for, and if she has to kill a kid, it's like, oh, are we the baddies now? And then it'll all kind of go from there. Episode 3 seems like it's going to be handling the escalating stakes though, as the war grinds forward at Tumbleton. It'll also probably set the stage for the riots and the eventual mutual destruction of both Targaryen factions. Rhaenyra must decide what and who she is willing to become to not only claim the throne, but also to keep it. I think this is going to be the first episode in which we really see what would happen if Rhaenyra was in a position of power, and it's going to be interesting to see how heavy bears the crown. How heavy wears the crown? How heavy are the spoilers? That sort of thing. Anyway, huge thank you for watching the video and for sitting through that with me. Please drop a like on the breakdown as well, and drop a comment with all your thoughts below. If you want to follow us on Instagram as well, then why not check us out at Heavy Spoilers? There we post lots of pictures of ourselves, including me, and things I've eaten that week, and things I've bought that week, and basically everything that you would ever want to learn about me without getting too close, because I don't want you to get too close to me, pal. Stay away, you freak, you weirdo. I'm calling the police. Don't follow me. Anyway, thank you if you do that, and please also consider becoming a member as well. For just 99 cents a month, mate, you will get early access to one video a week, every single week. It's like, I think we worked it out. I think we did 100 hours of content early last year. So for over the whole year, mate, that's like 2 hours a week. What more could you want? I'm rambling. I'll see you on the next video. I'll see you Sunday for episode 3 of the breakdown. Take care. Peace.